Could Naoya Inoue be in trouble in his next defense of his title? The interim champion Murodjon Akhmadaliev is the boogeyman of the super bantamweight division.
And then a left hand to the body.
Shots there by Akhmadaliev.
They said he has the type of power that can rival the monster himself.
And down he goes once again.
It's an absolute sickener. I don't think he can.
This is one of the greatest pound-for-pound fighters of his generation. But Akhmadaliev is a threat. Make no mistake. And it's gonna be one of those fights where one punch can change everything.
Comes Inoue. Decisive power.
3-inch shot there from Akhmadaliev, and down goes Castillo.
Don't take your eyes off this one, folks. This is fighting is art. Let's go.
From Zama, Kanagawa, Japan.
Stepping in there with Naoya Inoue is like signing your own death warrant, just as Michael Dasmarinas. Inoue had no need to empty the gas tank early in this one. His opponent would eventually give him the openings he needed. And even in these early exchanges, there was a clear difference in their temperament under the big lights.
Punch, but Dasmarinas can.
Inoue tested his opponent's defense in blitzes.
Nervous energy. Dasmarinas from Manny Pacquiao, more like his hero, Pacquiao.
Dasmarinas wasn't throwing that much at Inoue at all.
Dasmarinas exerting a lot of energy.
Sure, there wasn't anything huge landing, but it was still Inoue's round, clearly.
From Inoue.
Would round 2 be any better for Inoue's prey? Well, without spoiling the details, things were only going to get worse.
Of course, by Shingo, his father.
Inoue simply had him outgunned in every possible category.
Take anything really. Tucked up nice when he did get pinned on, but he's
And even though Dasmarinas tried to be more offensive, he ended up punching air.
Dasmarinas. Inoue.
When Inoue drew first blood, it came out of nowhere, a testament to that legendary power.
Strikes in the second round, body shot.
To his credit, Dasmarinas was trying,
Japanese punch.
but that's about the only positive thing we can say.
Ferociously.
yeah, you could see straight away that the elbow just tucked in.
He survived the round, but barely.
And any game plans just go out of the window.
If one thing was clear from round 2, it was that Inoue knew he could hurt him now.
Oh, that is a savage round.
Inoue wasted absolutely no time in taking the fight to his target in round 3.
Starts fast. Knows he's hurt his man.
Whatever hopes there were for an upset were dying by the second.
Once again, from Inoue, he's found the gap.
Inoue's pressure was continuing to increase with each passing round.
Dasmarinas put a string of victories together.
It was Inoue's work to the body that really started to become the difference maker.
Shot was an absolute sickener. I think he can recover from that in the third round.
Sure enough, Dasmarinas had a good chin, but he really couldn't stand up to the punishment to the midsection.
Is it Naoya Inoue? Absolute superstar for world boxing, now America. Yes, he was expected to win, but it's the manner of victory.
Ricardo Espinoza Franco had the right idea, trying to pressure Murodjon Akhmadaliev early.
For the interim version of the super bantamweight title.
But those offensive flurries were always going to leave him open for big counters. Akhmadaliev was always going to accept this pressure at first while he made reads.
You know, trying to find the range, trying to find the open.
Both of these fighters knew full well that one punch could change everything.
Pro recruits from the ex-SOC.
The danger was always there, but Franco was not going to be dissuaded.
Both fighters with a clear intention to throw some heavy shots.
However, Franco managed to make it out of the first round relatively unscathed.
Over the injury that some said.
What Franco and his corner didn't know was that Akhmadaliev was about to open up in round 2. You could see just how easy it was for this Uzbekistani ace to find his opponent's chin.
Both fighters.
This was very clearly a very different round. When Franco tried to go toe-to-toe with him, things arguably got even worse.
Left hooks in a row.
Akhmadaliev was not quite landing with the right shots, at least for now.
And these headphones on.
Power like Akhmadaliev's is truly the great equalizer, and he was about to rock Franco's world. Franco was truly getting desperate now. That desperation was going to cost him a big way in this round.
Between the two fighters so well.
Then out of nowhere, that incredible power came into play in a huge way. Akhmadaliev had his opponent exactly where he needed him. The beginning of the end had officially arrived for Ricardo Espinoza Franco.
Tremendous 1-2, it really was from Akhmadaliev, and he's a vicious...
In a firefight, he was utterly doomed, and there was no way for him to run from what awaited him in this final minute.
Yes, the referee takes up.
You gotta respect the fighting spirit of Franco for continuing to throw down.
Akhmadaliev.
And still not net from Espinoza. Typical Mexican reaction, he's swinging it out.
This fight hadn't even reached the 10-minute mark, and Akhmadaliev was already in cruise control.
He's been beaten by two.
Then, when the barrage of damage became too great, Franco simply fell to the floor, totally beaten.
Special talent, and that was a special victory.
When Ramon Cardenas came to town to try and steal Naoya Inoue's crown, we knew we were in for a treat.
First world title.
But there's no way Cardenas and his team could have been too confident coming in.
He gotta land. He gotta land some.
We gotta give credit where it's due. Cardenas stepped in there and tried to go toe-to-toe with Inoue. The opening round showcased two fighters who were comfortable, but still making their reads. However, this would not last long. Inoue doesn't like going out there with an opponent who is unintimidated by him in round one, and so he decided to assert himself in round two.
Or you better have something.
For Inoue, this was just another day at the office, but that doesn't make him any less of a professional. Cardenas was clearly hungry in there, though.
Don't like to be pushed back.
And whether he was underestimating his opponent or not, Inoue realized pretty quickly that he was in there with a legit threat. We knew this fight would be good, but like Inoue, we might have also been guilty of underestimating just how good Cardenas was. But the mark of a true champion is how they respond to adversity. And if you didn't know by now, Inoue very clearly has the heart of a champion.
Down 2 times in his career.
Cardenas was showing far more technical savvy and impenetrable grit than expected, though. The monster had a real fight on his hands, and he would need to change things up if he was going to be successful in there.
I told you he knows how to punch in between, but anytime he sees Inoue...
Through 3 rounds, Cardenas was already showcasing world-class ability, and with momentum on his side, he moved into the middle rounds full of confidence. However, round 4 would prove to be a crucial one for Inoue, a round that showed us exactly why he's in the pound-for-pound discussion, and Cardenas is not.
Inoue shot, so he...
All of a sudden, Inoue started to dictate the rhythm of this fight, drawing Cardenas in and intelligently countering him with great precision. Sure, he had an early slip-up, but Inoue was growing comfortable in there. That much was clear. Sometimes it's the small differences that can add up to make a huge difference, and that's exactly what we were seeing here. Inoue's momentum was not going unnoticed by those in attendance either. Something was bubbling under the surface. The thing about a fighter like Inoue is that he's damn near impossible to stop once he starts to find his momentum. Inoue might have been the fighter on the rise, but Cardenas was still right there, and he had already proven his ability to hurt his opponent.
Inoue again.
And in this 5th round, he appeared to hurt Naoya again with a vicious punch to the body on the inside, and you could tell that Inoue did not like it. This was already a bout that was entering Fight of the Year territory, and technical but gritty affair from start to finish.
In his career.
Cardenas sometimes couldn't help but get cornered by Inoue in moments, which is a nightmare position for any fighter to be.
Bearing attack to the head, to the body.
And anyone who watches Inoue fight will know that he is very hard to stop once he starts moving downhill.
In from Inoue.
There wasn't an ounce of quit in Cardenas, though. Not even a little bit.
The heart and grit.
Despite the barrage of damage that was coming his way, Cardenas was not afraid of his opponent.
To the body. Look at this punishment.
The action levels were really getting turned up in this round, that's for sure.
He's different, Tess. He's different.
Round 7 saw Inoue reach new heights with his wildly effective offense.
Here, halfway through
My
round
goodness.
7.
Cardenas's heart was never in doubt. But man, was he taking a lot of punishment for his trouble.
Digging with body.
Inoue knew he had him exactly where he wanted him. But somehow, some way, Cardenas was just about hanging on. Despite his valiant effort, Cardenas's doom would be decided in round 8.
Through 7 rounds.
Inoue has dealt with tough fighters before. They all meet the same end. Sometimes it just takes a little longer. And when Inoue puts them away, he tends to do so in style.
Okay, here it's all Inoue. Inoue is great.
If you're looking for another prime example of what Akhmadaliev can do to his victims if they're not prepared, his fight with Wilner Soto shows a lot. With a packed hall at the theater at Madison Square Garden in attendance, this was a big fight for Akhmadaliev to make a statement in. As expected, he didn't necessarily dive straight into the fire. There was no need.
A bronze medalist of the 2016.
Akhmadaliev clearly felt loose out there, though.
He says he's a big Michael Jackson.
All this movement was certainly menacing. That's for sure.
You're dealing with a fighter like Akhmadaliev with foot up, aim for the body, aim for the hips.
The first round didn't bring anything unexpected to the table, but Akhmadaliev was clearly flowing well.
A lot of computation.
Both fighters hadn't really given each other any reasons to deviate from their game plans after round 1.
Francisco Scott, the trainer.
Like Inoue, he's a guy who only needs a split-second opening to change a fighter's career.
October of 2018.
The famous power of Akhmadaliev was certainly on display in moments, though.
Work your head. Work your head. Let him go.
The footwork on display in this bout was truly dazzling.
Look from Akhmadaliev.
A few threatening moments showcased his power, but for the most part, he was biding his time. If one thing was becoming clear, it was that Soto did not like the sting of Akhmadaliev's shots.
Smoothly step back. As soon as Soto tried to step back smoothly,
In round 3, Akhmadaliev was flowing to an even greater extent.
Number 3. Between him.
Fighting in the pocket was clearly not the answer either.
especially if they're southpaws. Fast feet, educated punches.
This is some of the slickest defensive boxing you will ever see.
Soto too much time so he steps back.
Then came the offense, although the shot that dropped Soto was below the belt.
Soto went down, but no knock.
This was a fighter in total command of the ring.
Always able to hop of Soto's delivery.
Right there, he looked for that body shot.
Akhmadaliev could clearly smell blood coming into round 4.
Akhmadaliev, very highly thought of.
And he had absolutely no problems opening up with murderous shots to begin the round.
Soto now.
He's putting the pressure now.
Soto was starting to break. Standing up to that power was becoming damn near impossible.
The activity increasing each round from Akhmadaliev.
This was pure attrition. Dynamite punching from Akhmadaliev.
Feints.
Nice right hand catching.
You won't see a clearer definition of one-way traffic.
To bounce around the perimeter of the ring. He cuts him, staying right on his man with mental.
Eventually, the ref knew he didn't need to see anything else from this contest, calling the TKO there and then.
MJ Akhmadaliev.
But who do you think would come out on top in a clash between Inoue and Akhmadaliev?
Is it that neutral?
Especially if they're southpaws.
And a strafing attack. He's in a whole lot of trouble.
Let us know your exact round prediction in the comments below.